each have to go in this with the idea of we can't slack off one moment in terms of resisting this bill and enlisting the people of Rhode Island who've come out in droves to indicate that they're opposed to TrumpCare.
At the moment, my read is that Leader McConnell does not have the votes. He is scheduling a vote, sort of like throwing a Hail Mary pass and hoping that by the time it hits the ground, he'll have the votes to make it a success, but he does not have them now. And I see the objectors in three categories. They're the very far right, and I count 4 on that side who have expressed their reservations. The states with governors, Republican governors and independent governors who are counting on Medicaid and seeing this as a fatal blow to their budgets, as Governor Raimondo is, but we're already on this side, but for a senator representing those governors, they're in a real pickle. And then you have the moderates like Senator Collins, Senator Murkowski, and Senator Capito, all of whom have expressed a lot of reservations. So if you add that up, you're running around 10 uncommitted and skeptical senators, and that's a long way from what they can afford to lose.
I'm sure Senator McConnell is right now giving them what they want. It will not affect the outcome of this bill. It'll be more cosmetic than substantive, but some of the senators have talked about getting funds for opioids. That might be in it. But the point they miss is unless you have a health care system, having a discrete amount of money for some substance abuse without connecting it to mental health, physical health, the whole spectrum that we do under the Affordable Care Act is not going to help the person eventually. So we're in a situation where we're going to fight the good fight with every ounce of energy we have.
One of the reasons we're continuing to have this conversation is to keep the pressure up and to let people know that if they want to have their voices heard, since the process has been so secret so far, it's really this weekend and the first few days of next week that they have that chance. And the Republican senators need to hear these voices to make sure they do the right thing. Rhode Islanders should make sure that the organizations that they belong to, nursing associations, hospital associations, illness advocacy associations, are making the case, because these are organizations that exist in every state and in every congressional district. If you are tied in with the Cancer Society or the Diabetes Association or the Hemophilia Foundation or whatever it is, there are so many ways, whether it's labor unions or professional associations, doctors associations. There are ways to get the word out, not just as a Rhode Islander, but as a part of a group that is active in those states.
No, I think as a citizen, regardless of where you live, you should be not only interested, but very concerned. And you can reach out to people you know in the states. You might have professional associations of the state that are involved in the healthcare system or just influential. They should be the ones that are calling. But even calls from Rhode Island in volume will go ahead and get people thinking about what they should do. So I urge everyone to get involved.